Welcome to Face. We have with us here a young author of the book Rich Malaysia, Poor Malaysians, Anas Alam Faizli.
Thank you.
Anas, this book became quite famous when with the TPPA coming into the discussion of the public. Okay, and you started this Bantah TPPA.
It's a coalition of 10 coalition councils and 60 NGOs.
Right. So this is a sort of an umbrella opposition against the signing of TPPA by Malaysia. For the man on the street, what does the signing of the TPPA spell economically?
Okay,
very simply.
This is a tough question, you know, because TPPA is very technical.
Yes, very technical. So the man on the street does not know why we are against signing a trade pact.
I see. By signing TPPA, I can give a simple example to the man of the street. Let me think of a good example. Maybe the services industry.
Right. Okay.
Now we have Tesco.
Okay.
We have Tesco. We have Carrefour and etc.
Okay.
When they first came to Malaysia, they were mushrooming, and then the government realized, oh, these big shopping complexes is taking away our grocery shops, the small kedai runcis and all. So the government put in some regulation and controls. You cannot have one in one major city. You can only have one, and you cannot open 24 hours, etc., etc.
Right.
By signing TPPA, you're not allowed to do that. You cannot discriminate Tesco and Carrefour. So they will have the ability to open everywhere as they like, because you can't do these regulations anymore. So that's just simple example from the services industry. It will affect them badly. Maybe coming from the agriculture perspective, for the rice paddy farmers, right? We're looking at agriculture, at rice coming from America, which can be as cheap as $1.40 per kilo. So how will our farmers going to survive and fight against them? They can even...
Does TPPA cover all sectors?
Yes, TPPA covers a very large sector.
And this agreement is not drafted by us, but
it is not drafted
by someone else. So that's the problem, right?
It's basically take the shape of American FTA.
Right.
And you can see from various FTAs, the differences from one FTA to another is not that
which
many.
we wanted to sign one point of time.
Yes. We pull out back in 2008 because we cannot agree with them. In fact, looking at the negotiation that is currently ongoing, it shows how difficult for Malaysia to come to a point to agree with all the everything that America is trying to push on us. The man on the street, to understand TPPA is very, I can put it this way, Malaysia is a trading nation. We are one of the largest trading nation in the world. We have signed, we are active in APEC, we are active in AFTA, we've signed FTAs with various nations, and we are currently active in RCEP. We are against TPPA doesn't mean we are against trade. We are not against trade. We
just
are not against
trade.
free trade. We are against
so you're just protecting the nation. That's what you all are doing. I mean, many of them, those, especially the government, who said that those who are opposing the TPPA, they're not looking at the interest of the nation. I mean, they don't want the nation to progress, the nation to move forward in trade. So is that true?
That is the myth that we are trying to debunk, because by signing TPPA, there are some cost-benefit analysis that has been done. We have done some, and we cannot see the benefit of TPPA outweighing the cost that we will have to pay by signing TPPA, especially the investment chapter, where multinational corporations can sue our government at international court. And we've seen this happen at various nations worldwide, and like Philip Morris case and many other cases where the government have to pay to the corporations in protecting the interests of the people. So we do not want that to happen to Malaysia, and there are 29 chapters in TPPA, and only 6 are related to trade, where the rest are regulation trying to tell you to do this, do that.
So the government, why don't they see it? If they know for sure, it has been pointed out to them that, look, you will lose out in the long run. I mean, the government will be the first to lose out. But why are they insisting on signing it?
I think from what we can see, there are some benefit from the ceramic industry, and there are also some benefit from the textile industry. But then again, there's this with export taxes, right? Currently the export taxes is 6%, if I'm not mistaken. But then again, there's yarn forward rule where you have to buy the thread from TPPA countries, so you'll end up buying from America. So I think the benefit basically flush back. Beside that, there's analysis run by Peterson Institute to show how much benefit we will gain. But there had been a recent revelation last week by a study that shows only 1/4 of the benefit from claimed by Peterson Institute is actually we will get
benefit to the Malaysia.
And since Banta TPPA make noise of in this TPPA since many months ago, the government have promised to do a cost-benefit analysis, which we have not seen yet.
Right. What are they blinded by?
So
I mean, is it fast gains for anyone in the government? Is that why they are insisting on going ahead and signing a trade agreement which might not, be fair to Malaysia?
There are many intangible aspects to the TPPA that seems to be attractive. Like people are saying, we can also go there.
Yes,
they can come here. We can also go there. But empirical evidence have shown how much how difficult it is to penetrate their market. And we will always end up being penetrated. I have data in the book showing with Chile, Singapore, Korea, how the
it's not easy if we're going to go into Singapore or America just as easy as they are going to come in here, right?
Yeah, the numbers show how before signing TPPA they have trade surplus with America, and after signing the trade went deficit.
So do you think they actually will sign it?
Malaysia?
Yeah. Do you think they will go ahead and sign it anyway with all noise that you're making?
I think the negotiation is becoming more intensified. They are intensifying the negotiation. The mood is to sign the TPPA. We still continue making noise. We are engaging with all the MPs because they are going to table TPPA in Parliament in March. In March sitting. So we are meeting with MPs from both sides.
But are you gaining any traction in support?
We've even met ministers. We met the Minister of Education, the Deputy Minister of Education, YB Kamalanathan. We explained on the copyright aspect, and the education aspect. He mentioned that he will.
But you have not gotten to the big fish yet. I mean, the main ones who will actually be signing the thing. I mean, the Minister of Trade, the Prime Minister.
We've been engaging with Prime Minister and MITI from day one, but it is still, the talking is still there, but to be getting them to not sign is still a long way to go. But after we went to see them, they agreed to run the CBA, which we are still waiting for. And we think now we have to go, as we have been doing, is to go to the members of the Parliament, because it will be ratified in Parliament. So we are meeting everybody. We are meeting the MPs.
Are you intensifying your efforts at the moment?
We are trying to do it as best as we can. And we are also at the same time, we are also meeting the industry leaders. We're meeting the PORAM, the Palm Oil Refinery Association of Malaysia. We're trying to meet chambers people. We are doing as much as we can. The biggest stumbling block, I think, is how technical the
whole agreement is, so that people don't understand and they can't push.
And when we say TPPA, people easily just dish us off by saying that you are anti-trade, you are anti-progress.
So it does cover other sectors such as education, society, medical benefits and all that.
There will be issue with medicine, access
the
to
generic
medicine
medicines
because of the copyright, the TRIPS Plus, etc. And I don't understand this part because our biggest portion of FDI comes from generic medicine.
Right.
Our generic medicine industry is quite big.
Yes.
So I'm quite, I don't understand that part. Why we are.
So you seem to have a lot more explanation to do on TPPA to get people to say no to TPPA, to push the government to TPPA. With that, we'll talk more about that. With that, we wrap up the second section.